Hello everyone! Chapter 4, Learning Target 7. This is Miss Hosier.
And Miss Lahar.
And here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, so we're kind of combining everything you've learned so far in this one pretty much chapter.
Whoa.
Okay?
So hold on. Here we go.
So hold on. So our deal is to find the remaining zeros given C is a 0, then rewrite in factored form and sketch a graph. If you look at that polynomial, you can't factor it. You can't factor by grouping. It won't work.
Nope.
But what they're telling you is C equals 1/2 is a root. That is a 0. So what was it before? X minus 1/2.
Ooh.
So what we're going to do is take that polynomial and divide it by the 2x cubed plus 7x squared plus 2x minus 3.
Now, long division is in another video, so we're just, boom, there's your answer.
Yep.
Okay? You can do that. And now that you have this, we are going to
Factor it.
factor it.
Because we can factor this one.
We're bringing this down to remind ourselves that's still a factor, but we have to keep factoring so that we still have everything there. So this factor is listed, and then we're going to factor over here. So we're going to do GCF. So we take the 2 out, and then we're going to factor what's left inside. So again, that x minus 1/2, you don't want to forget that that exists. So you have 2, parentheses x plus 1, quantity x plus 3, quantity x minus 1/2. Don't forget about that original factor you got from what they gave you.
All right, now we can sketch this puppy.
Yay!
We know our roots are at -1, -3, and positive 1/2. We know our y-intercept is -3. We know this is an odd degree, positive, ending up. So it's going to start down, end up. So we plug in a few points to get our beautiful looking sketch, and there she is.
She's beautiful. So we got a whoosh and a whoosh and a whoosh.
Because they all have a multiplicity of 1.
Boom, look at us go. All right, so another example. If they give us a 0 that has a multiplicity of something, that means you can use it twice when dividing. So again, we're going to switch the 0 to a factor so that we can divide. We have that all set up.
I might actually go
divide.
through. Oh, I go through the whole thing.
So we're going to show you the steps, but again, we're not explaining it. That's another video for another time. But if you need those steps, there they are. You should not have a remainder. If you have a remainder, you screwed something up. Not in a negative way, but just that's how you know that you made a mistake, because if it is a factor, there should be no remainder.
Right.
So now we're left with this. Now you might be able to factor this, but if not, we know that it has a multiplicity of 2, so that means that you can do it again.
Yeah.
The multiplicity means a repeated 0, so you can do it again. In this case, you can factor by grouping, but we just want to point out that you would do it again. So then we get here, we know to factor completely, so we see that x squared minus 1, and we break it down further.
Now, you've got to remember that we've already taken 1x plus 1 out of there. So that's why when we go down to the bottom one, I have x plus 1 with a square on it, because it did tell you that it was a multiplicity of 2. Okay.
So you get it from all the information. This repeats here or here. Okay. And then we have the 4x plus 1 and the x minus 1.
So then in the next slide, we go to sketch these beautiful things.
So we have a 2, 3, 4, an even degree function with a positive leading coefficient. We find our y-intercept by substituting 0 in for x. And we get our table of values. There it is.
I pulled out some points so I know exactly where it goes.
Bam.
And we know it boops at -1 because it has a multiplicity
Whoop.
of 2. The rest of them, they go through. So that's your beautiful looking sketch.
Look at us go. Have a wonderful day. We will see you in class.